Morning, guys. Welcome back to an episode of Create with Linda. So it's Sunday morning around 11 o'clock, and I'm having breakfast. And I just wanted to show you guys leftover ham steak that I'm having, a piece of ham steak and 2 eggs. With cheese, of course, over easy, my fave. And I didn't make coffee this morning. I kind of want it, but I don't feel like making it. So I think I'm just going to have this, and that's going to be my breakfast. Alright guys, so here's the thing. Billy cleaned out the refrigerator. We straightened it all up. It needed to be organized. And I forgot that I had strawberries in the back of the refrigerator. Actually, there was 2 containers. One was mine, one was Julie's. And I'm just siphoning out the ones that are looking a little bad. So I'm gonna rinse them up, clean them up good, slice them, and put them in a bowl so we can start munching on them, so the rest of them don't go bad. So that's what I'm doing right now on this Sunday. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to get moving on making some crab cakes, guys. Yummy! So, guys, I'm just cutting up these strawberries. I rinsed them. I soaked them good for a good 20 minutes. I'm just slicing them up now, and then I'll put them in a tight Tupperware with paper towel to keep them nice and dry. And hopefully we can eat them. I'm glad that he saw these, because another day or two, and guys, they would have all been moldy. I was able to save most of them. There was only like 2 or 3 that were bad. So it really was pretty good. But you hear so much stuff about people saying, oh, you should bring them home and wash them and then put them in a container and dry them and everything. And then you hear people say, don't wash them until you use them, to leave them, otherwise then they get soggy. I don't know. I never know what's real, what is the best thing to do. So, just try to do what I think is best at the time. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to get these cut up, then I'm going to start making crab cakes. So guys, comment down below what you guys are doing today. We're not doing much, but just hanging out in the house, doing some cooking, hanging with the fam on a Sunday. Guys, so I cut them all up, and now I loaded this up with paper towel. So now I'm just going to put them in here. Okay. I'm going to take this one and just dry the ones that are here as best as I can. And then put the rest in. And we just have to be mindful that they're in here. I have to remind everybody, come on, have some strawberries. Because otherwise they're going to go bad. I probably 2 or 3 days we have with these. As long as they're, contained in here, but gotta eat them, guys. Maybe I'll make a little strawberry tart or something. I don't know.
I'm a tart.
Yeah, that's right. That is true. He is a tart. He is a tart. Okay. So I'm gonna take this napkin here, put this like this. Honey, give me that top so that there's egg in on.
Yeah, 1 second, okay? All right.
And
Use a
put this
container
like
eggs
this.
first.
All right.
Okay.
And see, guys? And then now at least they will have, I would say 2 or 3 or 4 days, but strawberries to be eaten. Yeah, I think probably would be more successful if I brought them home, cleaned them up. Don't mind my situation here today, guys, because it's Sunday and literally I just did what I had to do, you know, whatever. And just kind of get my hair together and threw it up. And this is just how it is on Sunday, guys. It is what it is. I am who I am, and I'm not going to apologize, even though I do.
You're home.
Anyway, what was I saying? I lost my complete train of thought. So I think what I'm going to do is probably the best thing to do is bring it home, clean it, and get them all ready, and then put them in a container ready to eat. This way, they are ready to eat, and they're right there, and you can just take them out and, you know, eat it instead of, you know, like the whole thing, instead of going in there. And, you know, that's why a lot of people prep, and a lot of people, you know, make things ahead and stuff and prep their stuff, because it does help in that aspect. So now I'm thinking for dinner tonight, I got to ask the family, but I think since I'm making crab cakes, maybe I'll make like a seafood pasta tonight. Maybe like a shrimp pasta with lemon or something. Because I'm not feeling meat. And I don't want chicken. I can't make.
Chicken is meat.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want chicken.
That's a joke.
So I think I'm gonna make like a shrimp pasta tonight. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm feeling, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. So, but right now I'm gonna get moving on the crab cakes because I'm really excited. I made these ones for a couple of months back, and they're so good. And so that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go get all the stuff together, bring it over to the table, and that's what we're doing. So I have celery here. I'm gonna be this stupid thing is moving. I'm gonna be slicing up some celery, slicing up some scallions, slicing up. I'm trying to think if I put onions. Well, I'm putting scallions in. So let me get a paper towel for this just to keep this still. Cutting up the celery. I'm almost done. I'm gonna cut up. I cut up about three stalks of celery. The recipe that I'm going by, I'm gonna probably like triple it because it calls for I think 6 ounces of crab meat. I'm probably making 15 or 20 because I'm making a few of them. So yeah, so I'm just gonna do it by eye. I'm going by recipe, but I'm also doing my own thing. That's just how I cook. If you're here, Create with Linda, that's how you guys should know that by now. That's how I cook, guys. I get a recipe, I look up a recipe, or I think about a recipe in my head, and I'll take a little from here, a little from there, and then I do my own thing. That's how I like it. That's how I've always done it. I've been very successful at that, feeding my family and whatever else. So that's how I do it. So I'm cutting these really small. I'm not using my chopper today. I'm going to use the knife. Because, truthfully, I feel like I could get a little aggression out today with the knife. I feel like I'm a little stressed out today. So I need a little aggression. Oh, gosh, everyday life is just really stressful. Really stressful, and believe me, I'm grateful for my life because there are people who have lost their lives, COVID, God forbid, cancer, just whatever. So I never want to sound or seem ungrateful, but that doesn't mean that, that I don't have it rough sometimes. Doesn't mean you don't have it rough sometimes. Just because somebody else has it rougher doesn't mean you still can't complain. You could still complain. You could be grateful too, but still complain. It's okay. It's okay. All right, so I think that's enough celery. And like I said, it's very small because I don't want to make it big because, again, my family is not big on these kind of vegetables, but they're going in the crab cake, so you won't taste them really. But that's why they have to be really small, so they don't get a big piece of chunk of celery or scallion or whatever. But it does, You know, like my kids always say, oh, I don't, like my one daughter, I don't like that onions and this and that. But meanwhile, she doesn't realize that that's the stuff that flavors, that makes mommy's food so good. Like she doesn't even realize all her life that that's what I've done. And now, like, they don't taste it, but it's in there. They've been eating it for as long as they're alive. 26 years, 32 years, and 28 years, 29 years. And they've been eating it, so, and loving it and enjoying it, so. What they don't know won't hurt them. My brother, I have a younger brother. I don't know if I've ever told you guys. Well, I have 2 sisters and a younger brother. He's 12 years younger than me, and I'm just talking about him. But he hates onions, and he would always say, "Are there onions in that? Or are there onions in that?" So we would try to fake him out and cut them really small, and we'd be like, "No, there's no onions," and he'd be like, "I taste onions." We used to try to fake him out. He always realized it, but the smaller you cut them, or if you shred them, and you just have the juice and little specks of them, they don't really taste it most of the time. But he was always like that. I think he just expected us to put the onions in anyway, so he was always kind of looking for the onions. But yeah, what are you gonna do? Okay, so let's get this pepper. I'm gonna put a red. I have it calls for a red pepper, and I would put a red pepper in anyway, only because I love the colored peppers. I can't do green anymore. Ever since I do the colored peppers, the yellow, the orange, the red, I can't do green. My kids, I had my kids, I'm pretty sure I told this story already. Had my daughter pick up some peppers for me one day. I said, can you please pick up peppers at the store? Just assuming that she would know to pick up colored peppers. And she brought home 2 green peppers. I was like, oh my God, no, I can't. Well, there was the only peppers I had, so I used them. Guys, did not like them. I can't use them again. And that's just like those cucumbers. I always forget what they're called. The long cucumbers. What are they called again? What are they called? The English cucumbers. I love those. I can't use the other cucumbers anymore. My son, by accident, a couple of weeks ago, I told him to get me a couple of cucumbers, thinking that he would be ready. He would just automatically know, but he brought me home those big fat cucumbers, loaded with seeds, watery, disgusting. The other ones are worth the $1.50 that you pay. I don't care if I got to pay $3 a cucumber. I'm not eating those other cucumbers. So it's like, I think you just acquire a taste for things, and then, when you go back to what you think was so good, it doesn't taste so good anymore. I don't know. Anyways, I'm not a very picky person, but, I am picky with some things, but, I guess everybody is, but there are certain things that I won't compromise on. I just won't. And that's the way it goes. So I'm going to cut these in small pieces too, like I said. What is that noise? Somebody's playing music. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut all this up. Then I'm going to cut the scallions up, and then I'm going to get the crab meat. I have imitation crab meat. You can use lump, fresh crab meat. You can use whatever you want to use. The imitation crab meat is delicious, and it's very reasonable. The lump crab meat I would love to use, but it's $20 for probably an 8-ounce can, and it's just not in the budget. And even if it was in the budget, maybe I would try it, because I definitely one day would try the lump crab meat, because I'm sure it is totally different taste. It's probably tastes so much better, but I don't think something I would buy regularly, but who knows? If I had a lot of money, maybe I would. If money wasn't an object. So, I don't know. But they're delicious with the imitation crab meat. So, that's what I'm using. But you can use canned crab meat. You can use, like I said, imitation, lump. You can use fresh, whatever your pocketbook allows you. And whatever your preference is, guys. So, yeah, let me get this going. Small pieces. Very quick. And I want I like my crab cakes to be mostly crab. Like, I don't want all taste is breadcrumbs. Like, a lot of times, like, you know, when you get those, when you get those clams, you ever buy those clams in the food store? These stuffed clams, and they're like all mostly breadcrumbs. You don't even taste real clams. It's like a taste of clams. I hate that. So that's why I've made for Christmas Eve now. I only make the fresh baked clams, and oh god, they're so good. Anyway, for that subject, I've told you about that already. But because then you know, you can when you make them yourselves. Yes, it takes a lot more effort, but it also tastes a lot better. And the money that you're spending on them, you know what I mean, is worth it because they're actually delicious. Like, I don't want the crab cake to be all breadcrumbs and all vegetables. I want to taste crab. Like, I want the taste to be chunks of crab. That's what I want. So that's why I like to make them myself. But believe me, I bought the frozen ones, I bought the other ones, and every time I go back and, you know, because it's a quick thing, and I'm like, oh, I should have made this myself, you know. You always think that, but sometimes you just can't. You just got to do what you got to do. Like, sometimes you just got to make it yourself. I mean, you just got to buy the frozen, you know. You got to do it. You can't always accommodate. And that's what's good about having all that stuff, is that when you need to cut corners and you need to, you know, you don't have the energy, you're sick, you're tired, you're stressed, you're busy, crazy, whatever, then, you know, there's always alternatives. But everybody does what they do for themselves and for their situation. So this is the amount of peppers I'm going to put in. I'm not going to cut that other slice up because I think this is enough. Okay? Because like I said, I want them to be crab. Mostly crab. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside, because that's for another something else. Salad or dipping ranch or something. So I think I'm just going to put scallions in. I don't think I'm going to put regular onions in it, because I'm putting the scallions in. Scallions are so good. So I made I made $1 Million Chicken last week, and as I was making it, you know when you're making something and you're looking at it and you're seeing something doesn't look right, but you don't comprehend it, and like I was looking at it and I'm like, and I didn't say to myself like, oh, this is wrong, I'm not doing this right or whatever, but I knew something wasn't right in my head. Later on, somebody had said something mentioned how I made it or something later on that evening, about the bacon or something. I'm like, oh my god, I didn't put bacon in it. I forgot to put bacon in my $1 Million Chicken. Nobody even said anything about it until later on. They're like, somebody said there was no bacon or so. Or
it wasn't me.
I don't know who said it, but somebody said something about, Julie said something, I didn't miss the bacon. Oh yeah, I think she said I didn't miss the bacon or something like that. And I was like, oh my god, like how did I forget to put the bacon in? Like that's the main, like that, the bacon and the scallions, you know. I put scallions in the mixture, so they were in there, but I usually slice them and put them on top, like after the $1 Million Chicken's done. And my son said, oh, you didn't put scallions in it either. I said, no, I did, but I didn't put them on top. So hello, like, you just get, you get distracted, you get stressed, you get this and that. And things don't always work out like you want them to. But, yeah, but I knew there was something different about it. I mean, it was still very delicious. It really was very good, but definitely missed the bacon after I thought about it. I said, oh, my God, I was missing the bacon. Bacon's like everything. You know, that way that goes. All right, so I got the peppers and the celery done. I'm going to get the scallions cut up now. These up very small, like the other stuff. Oh, they smell so good. Scallions are awesome. I remember my sister and her husband used to buy scallions, and they used to just walk around eating them like it was a piece of celery. I'd be like, what are you doing? I'm like, you're eating scallions? She's like, yeah, I love them. They used to both do that. Walk around eating scallions. I don't know. I mean, I love onions, but I don't think I could eat them like that. To each his own, guys. So listen, guys, please comment down below. I'm thinking about, I have been thinking about the last couple of weeks about doing a Q&A, maybe a live Q&A, because even though I don't have 1,000 subscribers, I could do a streaming live. So I'm thinking about doing a live Q&A, but I'm not really sure. Like, is everybody interested in that? Like, do you guys want to know the questions that you have for me that that you want answered, or you don't know, or that you're interested in, you're curious about? Let me know again in the comments below. If I get like a good small handful of people that say they'll watch it and they'll participate or whatever, I'll do it. Now, what I'm thinking about doing is either having you guys put the questions out to me. I think that's probably a better idea. Having you guys put the questions out to me, either on my Instagram, or if you don't have Instagram or Facebook, just do it on the comments in YouTube, and then this way I can have a whole bunch of questions that are ready to be answered, and I can also answer the ones that you guys are going to ask me live. So I can do that. So comment down below if that's something you're interested in, because I keep procrastinating about it, but I really want to do it. I'm really excited about it, but I want to make sure that everybody's, on board and interested. Whatever. I mean, if I come on and nobody's on, then I say bye-bye, right? That's all I can do. And answer the questions that were already put to me, and that's fine. If I have 10 subscribers that are watching me, that's all I care. 1 subscriber, I don't care. I'm there for you guys, and I love, it's really a lot of fun for me to do this, and so, yeah, so I'm just, that's what I want, So just comment down below. Okay. All right, these are perfectly cut. Nice and chopped. Ooh, they're very, very strong onions. Very, very strong scallions, but they're yummy. All right, so let's get this in the thing with all the other. I buy the big one from Sam's Club. It's like $6.98 or something like that. It is 2 pounds, which is a really good price, because the little ones at like the regular food stores like ShopRite and stuff, even Walmart, they're like $3, $4 usually. Maybe you can get them if they're on sale, but like $2.99 or whatever. But this is 2 pounds for $6 something, and it's great. So I got 2 of these. I'm going to start out with 1. I'm going to chunk this up. I'm going to put it in the pan, in the bowl here, because then after I get this chopped up, then I can start assembling, mixing everything together. I copied a recipe from Google or Pinterest, just so I have an idea of what goes in it, because like I said, I make it my own, but I want to kind of get the right ingredients that are in a crab cake, you know what I mean? So so it's green onions, they put a red pepper, 1 egg, they put mayonnaise, and it says reduced fat. No, I'll be using real mayonnaise, sorry. Lemon juice, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, none of that. Maybe a little drop of red pepper, but I don't think so, because the family does not like spicy stuff like that. Most of the family. And the crab meat. And it says 1 tablespoon of butter. For what? Maybe for frying them. Now, they say the best way to do these is to fry them. And I think that I'm going to pan fry them, because I was thinking about making them in the air fryer, but they stick to the pan and everything else. And I just want them to be, they come out the best in pan frying. So I could use a little butter spray, or I could use a little olive oil, or probably use some butter spray and some butter just for the flavor. And then they won't stick, and they cook pretty quickly. The middle gets warm if you cook them like on a low medium heat, and then the outside will get nice and crispy. So that's what I'm looking for, guys. So I'm definitely going to pan fry them, and I will show you guys when I do that. So right now I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna open up this bag and cut this up. This stuff here, actually tonight I'm making a shrimp for my what's for dinner tonight. I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek. Well, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna make a shrimp crab pasta like with lemon and stuff. Really, really good. I've made it before. It's delicious. And sometimes I put imitation crab meat in it. I just saute quick with the shrimp in butter. Guys, it's amazing. This is a cheap meal. Like, to buy this, you could buy this like if you have a family of 4 or 5 or whatever it is. Buy 1 pack, 2 packs. I mean, it's $12, whatever. You saute this quick with a little garlic and lemon and you know, whatever seasonings, and then you put some lemon juice, some chicken broth in it, guys. Put it over rice, even put it over a little pasta. You make a little sauce like with the chicken broth and the butter and the cream or no cream or whatever. And guys, it is amazing. It is so good. This is like a poor man's lobster, maybe. I don't know. Maybe lobster. I don't know. Maybe poor man's shrimp, maybe, or crab. Yeah, poor man's shrimp. Anyway, it's delicious, guys. It really is good. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this open. Of course, there's an easier way to do it, but you know I take the hard way because all these, look, it says to open it here, but I can't get. So I fight more with packages than I do with anything. It's like, really? There we go. Oh, so this guy's too, like I was saying too, I lost my train of thought. Sometimes I'll just take these out and put them on a plate, and I make some cocktail sauce that like I make for shrimp, and put some lemon over it, guys, and just dip it in that. It is it's such a great little like appetizer or a little snack, you know, in between meals and stuff. It's really, and it's pretty low fat, and it's, you know, not high in carbs and sugar and stuff, so it's a really good little snack. This, like I said, this is how I'm keeping it. I'm not chopping it anymore because I want it to be in nice big clumps. I'm going to see if I'm going to open up the other bag. I don't know. I don't want to go overboard. So, honey, could you give me my one second. Is that they don't have much flavor. Like, it's almost like tofu where, you know, it takes on whatever flavor that you put on it. It's very bland in the beginning, you know, by itself. So even like when I just dip it in cocktail sauce, sometimes I'll put a little sea salt or a little kosher salt on it. It needs a little flavor. It's very, very bland. So that's why, you know, when you make it, like you fry it up or saute it up in butter and, you know, garlic and all that, it's delicious. But yeah, so that's the only thing about this. But that's not a deal breaker. I mean, you put seasonings on it. You know what I mean? But it's a very, very good meal and snack and whatever. And it's affordable. You know, it's affordable. You can make a nice meal for your family and feel like you're, you know, at Red Lobster, almost. So. Did the majority of 2 lemons. This one I didn't do the whole lemon. There's a little bit here, really, actually, that I can do. Because this one has some funny spots on it, and I don't want to put that in my food, so didn't do this whole one. But the other one, I did a full one. So I'm going to put this lemon zest in there, and then I'm going to start mixing everything together in the bowl. Lemon zest is in here. I'm going to put these veggies in, the celery, scallions, and pepper. Where's my phone? Let me read. Okay. Okay, I gotta get the eggs. I'm going to use 2 eggs, garlic powder. I'm going to put all my seasonings in here. Let me get the eggs and stuff. I'm eating, hubby made me a bologna and cheese sandwich because I haven't eaten lunch yet, and it's 3 o'clock, so. Just doing that while I'm making the crab. Basil from my plant over. Sorry, Cooper. Bill's drilling something. Cooper's barking, and that's the way it is. So I took some leaves off. I don't have that much, but because every day I take a little bit, so it's not growing to an enormous amount because I'm taking it. I have a really, really big tomato plant, but there's no tomato butts on it or anything yet, so we're waiting. But anyway, I love this thing, guys. This thing is amazing, right at my fingertips. You don't have to worry about it going bad. You get down, and you know, ruining and the frost and this and that. Cooper, get down.
Oh, get down. Hey.
He's got to be locked on the other side of that. It's just really, very convenient to have. I love it. So, yeah, so I got some basil and some parsley. I actually have 2 types of basil. I don't know the difference in them, but they smell a little bit different. They're both delicious. So, I put this in, get all of it out, and then I'm going to put the mayo in, and I'm going to put everything in there, and then get it all mixed, and then I'll show you guys, get it all mixed up. I have to put, it says 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, but I'm going to do 2, because, I can't put that in there, because it's doubled. The recipe's definitely doubled, if not tripled, but I'm going to start out with measurements for doubled, not triple, because I just want to make sure I don't put too much stuff in it. Like I said, I don't want it to be all stuff. I want it to be crab. So, yeah. It's divided. So, I'm going to go with like 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs, almost a cup at first, and we'll see how that goes. I might need more to bind. I think I'm going to put a little bit more, because I think it's going to need more anyway to bind it, because this is this recipe is a little bit bigger than what the recipe calls for. Okay, so the breadcrumbs are in. Now I'm going to put the seasonings in. It calls for lemon juice, so I'm going to put lemon juice. But I don't want the pits, so what I'm going to do is I'll show you what I'm going to do. Let's put this here.
Now he wants to be out there.
Yeah, of course. So I'm going to squeeze the lemon juice over this so I don't get any pits in, which I just saw a pit go in, but I'm going to put 2 lemons in because this is a lot of crab. Okay, here's a pit. One or two might get in. There's one I already just saw. That one? No. These are pretty juicy lemons. Nice. So looking so forward to these guys. It's gonna be so good. I put in Italian breadcrumbs seasoned, so they're seasoned breadcrumbs. So they have some flavor in them. One more. Damn it. One got away. Got it. Oop, there's another one. So guys, in entertainment news, I don't know if you know, but Jennifer Lopez and A-Rod from the Yankees were together for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. I was shocked when they got separated because they were engaged. I thought they had a little good family there. They seemed happy. Well, you don't know what goes on. You don't know what goes on, but that's what happens. And she used to years ago go out with Ben Affleck. Now all you see in the magazines in the food store is she's with Ben Affleck again. Ooh. Yeah, they make a cute couple. So yeah, that didn't take long, huh? Back with Ben Affleck. He likes Jennifer's, obviously. He was married to Jennifer, what's her name? I forget her last name. The other actress, Jennifer, for a while. And now he is with Jennifer Lopez again. Just a little entertainment news while I have you here. I'll be right back. I'm going to put the seasonings in now. This is empty. A little bit of garlic powder. I think I have more over there. Oh, here it is. Garlic powder. Now, I'm going to put some basil. Going to put some Italian seasoning. Now, guys, I have this Dash. Now, I know it's usually called Mrs. Dash, but it doesn't say Mrs., but it's Dash. I love this stuff, guys. I put it on my steak last night. I put it on all different things. I'm in love with it. That one and this one. We tried to order more of this the other day on Amazon, and it was sold out. The Danos, so good, guys. These are both salt-free. Really, really delicious. They have similar flavors in them. This one has a little bit more of a lemon taste, I think, or, more citrusy. But they're both delicious. And I honestly don't know which one to use, so I use both of them. I honestly can't make a decision, so I use both of them. But I don't go heavy. I don't go heavy on them because I think that if you go heavy, they can be overpowering. So I try not to go heavy. But, oh my God, how it flavors your food, guys. So delicious. Let me get some regular pepper. I will put a little bit of salt in, not a lot. But I'm going to put a little salt in because there's a lot of mixture. But I won't add salt to mine. Okay. So, onion powder because I didn't have onion powder. Okay, so now that's it. Now I'm going to mix everything up. And I can't see how this is going to stick together, but we'll see, won't we? We might have to add more breadcrumbs, another egg. I don't know, because like I said, I have much more than the recipe calls for. Guys, it smells so good. Oh. Could smell the lemon juice and the lemon zest and smell all those delicious flavor. Because the most important part is them sticking together. That's the thing, I want to make sure that don't want them falling apart. Like I don't want them being all breadcrumby, but I don't want them falling apart either. So they look so yummy. I'm trying to think if that will stick together. That. I think I'm going to need a little bit more breadcrumbs. What did I do with the breadcrumbs? Put a little bit more breadcrumbs in. Oh my God, guys, the smell. Mmm. So yummy. All right. Okay, I don't know. Let's see. My hands are clean. Let's see. I might do a little bit more breadcrumb. Now this could be used, eaten as a cold salad. Everything in here is cooked. You know what I mean? The crab salad can be eaten cold. You don't have to eat them cooked. Okay, I'm gonna taste it. Mmm. Oh my God, the flavors are amazing. Mmm. Guys, woo! I'm losing it. So yummy. So yummy. Sticking pretty good together. You just gotta stick it. You gotta put them in your, put a mound in your hand like this and just really, you have to have clean hands obviously, and just smush it together and it's sticking, okay? Now they said in the recipe that if you have trouble when you're turning them and stuff, if they're falling or, you know, if they're falling apart when you're doing them, put them in the refrigerator for like 10-15 minutes and they'll harden up or whatever. But these really seem to be working very well. They really seem to be working. I think I have just the right amount of breadcrumbs in there, and they're sticking very well. So I'm gonna make one more, and then I'm gonna start frying them up. Guys, these are they taste so delicious before they're even cooked. I don't know. I'm so excited. I've made these once before. They came out good. I made them once and it was a fail. Complete fail. They fell apart. It was awful. Then I made them again and those came out pretty good. And these, I think, are going to come out the best. I really do, because they're sticking together. Oh, they smell so yummy. Gonna get these. So it's almost like a hamburger, almost. Just make sure that they're together like that. And I'm gonna go put the frying pan on. But I gotta wipe my hands in order for me to shut the thing. Hey! I'm letting them cook on low medium so they can get crispy on the bottom and then they get warmed through inside. So I lowered the flame a little bit because the butter got a little brown, but that's fine. That's all flavor, so it's not burnt. It'll be good. They came out pretty good. The second batch that I put in fell apart a little bit, but I was able to smush them together. What I'm going to do is I don't want to cook them anymore in the pan because I don't want them to get burnt. You know, they're a little crispy, which is fine. It's going to be delicious. But I don't want them to get any darker, so I'm going to put them in the oven at 350 for like 10-15 minutes just to warm them through inside because they are very big and thick. Probably next time I'll make them more smaller like this. The smaller ones. I made them a little... Yeah, Jenny did those with the ice cream scooper. That's why I should have used it the first place. Those other ones are a little bit big. But that's okay. You live and you learn. So I'm going to put the next batch in. And then that's it, guys. We're done. But what I'm going to do is take one... I'm just going to take a little piece and taste it for you guys and let you know how good it is, all right? Give me 1 sec. and just
Hi guys. I'm
take a little
back.
piece off.
Hi guys.
I'm gonna put a little bit of lemon on it. I'm gonna squeeze it over here. All right. Looks so good. Delicious. Really good. You got the crunch.
Hi guys.
And the lemony stuff. Very happy with them, guys. Yeah, very happy with them. Jenny, try a piece.
Yeah, I'm gonna try a piece for you guys. Yeah. Right here.
Where it's a little hot.
Okay, Bobby.
What do you think?
Good. Really delicious.
Are you fibbing? Are you fibbing?
No, no, it's good.
You like it? Tell them.
I love it.
So that's it, guys. This is the crab cakes that we made. We're going to go now because I have to get ready to make dinner soon. I don't even know what time it is. It's close to dinner time, probably. So I'm going to clean up this mess in a little while, take a half-hour break, and then get dinner on the table, probably. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit all those notification buttons with the bell on the bottom so you guys can be notified every time I upload. All right, guys. We'll see you on the next
Next video. Bye.